There are basically two ways for an investor to purchase foreclosed properties. One is at the courthouse steps, and the other one is after the property has reverted back to the lender and it's listed on the multiple listing service. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the courthouse steps. Is that it's fairly challenging. That many of the properties that come up, that the lender has set their bottom line, basically what is owed on the property, and a lot of times that is so astronomical that the majority of the properties that come up for auction go right back to the beneficiary because there's no benefit to buying overpriced properties. If there are properties that are that come up that are deals, typically, and you want to buy them, typically you got to have a $10,000 check made out to that specific trustee, and at the auction you actually, once you're the successful bidder, hand over that $10,000 check, and then from there you typically have until 5 o'clock the next day to provide the balance of the funds. And so it's not a type of transaction that you can go put an offer in and and then take weeks to line up the financing, that you have to have cash the next day. The other thing is with the foreclosure auction is there's typically no inspection period, and once you buy it at auction, it's basically yours. Another way to buy foreclosed properties is after they are reverted back to the lender and they've been listed on MLS. And typically these homes are selling for right around 20% to 15% below market value. They're going to be the lowest priced properties on the market, and they will be in a wide variety of different shapes. I've seen foreclosures that the people mop the floor on the way out, and I've also seen foreclosures that have been absolutely trashed. And but these are typically normal type real estate transactions where you have an inspection period to make sure that you do your due diligence and check all the systems and make sure that what you're buying is what you want. If you're interested in getting a free list of foreclosed properties, I produce a new list each week, and you can find that on my website at www.tucsonrealestate.com/deals.html. One of the most common questions asked in a foreclosure is, can the bank come after me if the amount sold at auction doesn't cover the amount on the loan? And the answer to that is maybe. The Arizona State statutes basically states that if the property is a single family or two family type dwelling and sits on 2.5 acres or less, that the banks can't come after you for that difference. However, some of the law is a little bit gray, and it's gray in the fact that it doesn't really address the refinancing of property, and some of the HELOCs and stuff like that may not necessarily be covered. And so it's really a case-by-case basis, and you really need to seek competent legal advice when dealing in a foreclosure. If the amount that is bid at auction exceeds the amount that is owed, that difference will go back to the homeowner. But in most cases, the amount bid at auction does not cover the amount that is owed to the lender. If you have any other questions regarding foreclosures, feel free to call me or email me at any time. I'm never too busy to take your calls or return your emails. In addition, I've written some additional information about foreclosures and the anti-deficiency judgments here in Arizona on my website, on my blog, and you can access my blog through the main website at www.itucsonrealestate.com.